Hello everyone, long time no see. Today I have a gouache painting video for you. The character I'm painting today was voted by my patrons. He is Mark from my webcomic Transfusions. Mark was the best friend of WasderNoob, one of the main characters. He was a true 80s goth and he went missing a couple of years before WasderNoob turned into a vampire. No one knows what happened to him, except me. Mark has had very little screen time, but he's loved by many, me included. So, it's been a while since the last video. September was the convention season for me. I had Tracon here in Tampere, and then Thought Bubble in the UK a couple of weeks after that. I was really busy with Artist Alley stuff and other things, so I decided to put making videos on hold for a while so that I don't die from stress. But Tracon was fun. I met many Finnish readers at the Artist Alley, and I had a program there with my friend Ered called The Best of Bleach, where we talked about the good things Bleach anime and manga gave us. It went pretty well, and it seemed like most of the audience enjoyed it as well. So after Tracon I got the con flu, or the con plague, but I managed to get over it, or the worst of it, pretty quickly before I left to Thought Bubble, so I only got the sniffles during that trip. Thought Bubble was my first time in the UK. Actually, I haven't really been abroad besides Sweden, which is like a 5-minute drive away from my parents' house, or Norway, where I've been a couple of times up there in the north. And well, yeah, I've also been in student exchange in Japan years ago. So going to Leeds was super exciting. I was kind of surprised how polite people were there. We flew to Manchester and took a train to Leeds from the airport, and the train was late and packed with people, and they were offering their seats to each other and chatting. We had booked our seats the previous night, so it was all good for us. There was an older couple who came in, and this young man sitting next to us on this kind of a table seat thing. He gave his seat to the woman, and there was another man and a young woman sitting there as well around the table, and just chatting about this and that the entire way to Leeds, like complete strangers. And they were so ready to help us with our suitcases when we got off. It was really, like, I was so touched. I don't know if it's just me being Finnish, but I imagine the same situation in a Finnish train would have been less warm and friendly and just more quiet. Also, the morning we left Leeds, in the train station, there was this white tattooed cool bro dude sitting next to us, and this black family came there too, with a young girl and a baby, and this tattooed dude just started showing cartoons from his phone to this little girl, and it was the wholesomest thing to see on a cold Monday morning while we waited for the train that was late again. And in general, people were just really nice. I also noticed I had some difficulties understanding some things people said in a cafe or a restaurant, for example. I feel like I understand English pretty well, but there I had to ask people to repeat something a couple of times. That was really interesting. Thought Bubble was great. I met so many awesome people, some international readers of my comics, some cool artists. I bought so many so many awesome things, comics and zines and art. I posted a haul in my Twitter afterwards, so you can find it there. It was a really good trip, all in all, and I definitely want to go back next year. So that was September. Now I'm just taking it easy during October. I'm not taking part in Inktober or 24-hour comic day this year, so that I can just concentrate on resting. And on my webcomics, I still have lots of things to plan out regarding Transfusions, which is currently on a break, and it will come back in November. I left the first part in a bit of a cliffhanger, so I'm both excited and terrified to start again. It felt kind of surreal to get to the end of the first part of Transfusions after 8 years, after having it all just in my head and finally drawing it and putting it out there. My baby. I'm trying to put more thought in the second part, make it more compact and not make it take 8 years to complete. I still want to make other stories after that. Speaking of completion, this piece is almost done. This was actually the second attempt with this. I tried to film this earlier, but I fucked up with the camera setting, and the lighting was just horrible, so I had to do this again. But I think this is much better than the first attempt anyway, and yeah, I'm quite pleased with it. I got to test out some of the new gouache that I bought recently. I still have lots to learn when it comes to painting with gouache, but yeah, I definitely want to do more of this in the future. But that's all for now. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and maybe subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of this in the future. Hopefully next video will come a bit sooner than this one did. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.